Really, Sam? There's such a thing as too tight. Oh. That must have been quite the nightmare. I can't feel my legs. Ugh.
Sam, this is Tarman. Feeling refreshed, I hope. Thanks to all your hard graft, the DHV Magellan can get around a lot more freely now. More specifically, we can travel between any two facilities that are connected to the chiral network by way of the tar currents. Naturally, this includes Mexico as well. If you're curious about how the folks in the places you visited are getting on, you can catch up on any recent developments by accessing the corpus via your ring terminal. And to have the Magellan travel to a given facility, simply open the map with your ring terminal and chart a course to your destination.
You know, I've been thinking about what happened to Lou. Fragile holds herself personally responsible for those tragic events. If Higgs was indeed behind the attack, then I can understand why she feels that way. Why she blames herself for setting everything in motion. But she's resolved not to let any of it show. To bottle it up and put on a brave face. She didn't used to smoke before, did she? I suspect it's a form of self-punishment she's adopted. Vengeance gives rise to a cycle of violence, and Higgs wouldn't have it any other way. But she's committed to helping you complete this journey, together with Lou, to get you back on your feet. And if she believes she has to bury her emotions and play the part of a hard-nosed commander to do that, she will. That's what I think, anyway. I'm sure you can understand her position. Why don't you try freshening up with a shower? That masked man, that was Higgs, wasn't it? I had no idea he commanded such terrible powers. To summon a giant mech single-handedly.
We never used to have
Expect
that.
he's behind recent disruptions to the tar currents too. Well, you don't have to face him alone, Sam. You have me for backup. Sam, is that Horizon Dreamer I spy in your music collection? That's one of Daiichi Miura's best songs. I'd love to hear it again, to listen and remember my family. Ah, yes. The brigands object to virtually all forms of change. Which begs the question of how they managed to get their hands on that disruptor device, or chiral jammer, doesn't it? Sam, apparently you can create your own custom playlist for the music player. If you have any recommendations, I'm all ears, Sam.
If you refuse, there will be severe repercussions.
Still there?
But what makes you think you have a choice?
Sam, it's Charlie.
Hi, Charlie.
Another request is ready for you.
Okay.
You'll find it listed as a main order on the DHV Magellan's delivery terminal. So you know, Sam, Fragile is currently looking into Lou. Meanwhile, Tarman is conducting a separate investigation into the giant mech that attacked you earlier. For now, we would like you to focus on extending the network. That is a task only you can handle. As the network grows in size, we will have much more information at our disposal to further our efforts. That said, you won't be able to proceed until the situation at West Fort Knot has been resolved. It appears that they're in dire need of additional supplies, to the point that they don't even have enough to prepare cargo for your next destination. This next order is intended to alleviate the situation.
Done.
You're to restore the mine north of F1 and its monorail station to working order and link up West Fort Knot. After which, you'll deliver a large quantity of excavated materials from the mine to the settlement by rail. As this is a somewhat complicated order, I'll brief you on the details.
It really isn't, though.
Anyway, I'd appreciate it if you could make this main order your top priority.
Sir. So the monorail's already built. That's easy. 2,000 chiral crystals?
All right, Sam. You'll need to work through
I don't
several
have
steps
that.
to complete this order. To begin with, collect the cache of materials waiting for you on the DHV Magellan. Take these to the mine north of F1. The location has been marked for you on your map. And when you arrive there, submit the materials using the terminal on site. This will allow you to restore the facility to working order. Next, access the terminal again to commence mining operations. If all goes well, a large quantity of materials should be extracted. You'll then need to deliver those materials to West Fort Knot. Consider making use of the monorail located at the mine to make life easier. Upon your arrival at F1, use the delivery terminal to submit all the materials for processing and to finally complete the order. That's all there is to it. So begin plotting your route to the mine north of F1.
Okay.
On this occasion, you'll be delivering some heavy materials. You can use a tri-cruiser to transport them. Alternatively, floating carriers can now be fabricated.
Ish, we doing a floating carrier.
These carriers are ideal for taking heavy cargo across terrain ill-suited to vehicles. If that sounds good to you,
I love
try
floating
fabricating one
carriers.
and loading the materials onto it. And when you're not using the carrier for cargo, you can hop aboard and kick the ground and use it as a makeshift skateboard.
Which I never did.
Just remember that floating carriers require chiral crystals to function, so keep a supply on hand.
I know for a fact I don't have very many chiral crystals. Alright. He fucking running there.
There's another portrait.
Where?
Since you
Oh,
brought
hello.
the site onto the chiral network, perhaps they thought they could make use of the additional data to make a safe run. Want to go and say hello?
I did. Be nice. I am normally nice. I did almost run one of them over a few days ago. It was not intentional. I should have gone with a tri-cruiser, but I honestly... I'm gonna get to a point where I'm literally never gonna do anything on foot. But I also don't mind doing that. Plus, I'm also looking for chiral crystals.
Disengaging weapons restrictions.
Take care, Sam.
Where's the orange code? That's the... What do I got? 900? I should have made new boots, though. Didn't even occur to me. The nice thing is I know there's chiral crystals by the mine. But it's like, is there going to be enough considering I'm using... using chiral crystals for my floating carrier. I know it doesn't use a lot, but still, like... I do love this game. I have genuinely thought about potentially going and just recording this whole story again rather than using my stream stuff, but stream stuff has first reaction. I think. Like the beginning of this video, yeah, the beginning of this entire playthrough, I've seen it all. Another one? Jesus.
Earthquake detected. Intensity G-scale.
Keep it up, Sam.
That was a big one, Jesus. I don't need to do remote observation. Why would I need to do? This is going to be a pain in the ass to cross. I see where I'm going. I need to see if there's a better place to cross. This river is deep. This is a little better.
Now leaving chiral network coverage.
Jesus. Oh, there's another one?
Now entering chiral network coverage.
Be there in no time.
This one's better, though. This one doesn't look like it's too high and it's not rushing too quickly. Oh, yeah. Not even yellow. I don't even need to look for balance. Okay. Let's see chiral crystal. I'm going to use up all of my chiral crystals, dude. It said it needs 2,000, and I should have grabbed some, but I didn't. There are less than I thought. A little better over here. About 2. Oh, there's tons over here. Okay. Fuck. I have enough for that. I need enough for other things.
Good day, Sam. Drawbridge credentials verified. Welcome, Sam.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds.
Before I do anything, I want about 3K. Which really isn't hard to get around here. There's always tons of chiral crystals over here. Or at any mine, really. There.
Oh, almost lost it there.
Just like that, Sam.
Over it. Okay, let's go. And the nice thing is I know there's more around here if I actually needed it. Oh, these are big ones, actually. $37 more. Can't go wrong. Right.
Chiral decontamination in progress. No anomalies detected. Welcome, Sam.
Well done, Sam. I've never seen a working monorail before. Think of all the stuff it could carry. All right then, why don't we extract some materials?
Okay. What was this? Special alloys? It looks like ceramics and it's not metals. Special alloy. Yeah.
Very good, Sam. Now all you...
Oh. Yeah, I know. No. Because it doesn't take carriers. Gotta throw that shit on my back. Now. Oh, and now I can get on.
Now entering chiral network coverage.
Cool. That didn't feel like 2 minutes. The one thing I don't like is that freight is stored in your private locker. Okay, that is kind of nice.
Did you actually manage to restore the monorail? Awesome! With it back up and running, you'll be able to transport materials from the mines. Right. Sorry. Let's take a look at these materials you've brought. Would you look at all this? I think it's safe to say we'll have nothing to worry about for a while.
Did it show? Yeah, that's what I want.
We've made some great strides in our
And a
research,
battery
thanks
unit?
to you.
Sick.
If it's alright, we'd like you to have this. Just wanted to let you know that we're increasing the amount of materials you can withdraw.
Okay.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
I never do those.
Oh, here's a little something extra as thanks. I got them just for you. Figured they'd suit your style. They sure weren't easy to come by. A real collector's item, I hear.
Yeah, I think glasses.
We really appreciate your help. At the risk of stating the obvious, it's going to take an awful lot of resources to restore the other roads and monorails to working order. But at least with this monorail operational, you can bring us large shipments of materials with relatively minimal effort.
Yeah, that's true.
That's gonna go a long way towards getting other sections up and running again. We can fabricate pickup off-roaders now, by the way. I'm pretty fond of them myself.
As am I.
It's a large four-wheel drive vehicle, boasts significant cargo carrying capacity for the hard-working porter. The driver's seat is in an elevated position and exposed by design. This allows the driver to survey their surroundings more easily and engage enemies with small arms if necessary. You can customize it quite a bit too, attach all kinds of different parts as you like. That said, a lot of parts are still in development, but you'll receive their data as soon as it's ready. The schematics for this vehicle have already been shared with everyone on the chiral network, which means that we can look forward to other people drafting even more new parts. Sure, the monorail network was extensive and once stretched across a good chunk of Australia's coastline. But repeated exposure to timefall has seen it degrade significantly. And with the constant threat of BTs and armed groups, it's not been possible to repair the damage. If you happen to come across a track layer, be sure to feed it any materials you can spare. Even a small contribution will make a difference. Anyway, just something to think about.
Hey.
We're so grateful for the assistance, Sam. You've been a ray of sunshine on a cloudy day.
You managed to save the day, Sam. The people here now have more than enough supplies for their needs. They should be able to prepare cargo for the next delivery too. But first, I have some information to share with you. About Lou.
Okay.
Return to the DHV Magellan so we can talk.
Order completed. Well done.
You know what? I do want a pair of boots. Just need another pair of boots. Throw on a boot clip. And then I want to up. Oh yeah, I have more than enough.
Customization services now available.
Putting 3 batteries on it.
Vehicle ready. Please drive carefully.
I want to try the drift. I never actually used it before. Actually, it sucks.
Hey, Sam. How's it going? I have updates for you, if you have time.
I take it you've learned more about Lou?
We followed up on the message Deadman left for you at the lab. About how there was another BB-28, not Lou, who, according to the records, was decommissioned 4 years ago. The first time you and Lou met was about 2 years ago now, when you were entrusted with the BB previously issued to Bridges Corp's disposal. And together, the two of you made it all the way across North America.
Now we did.
Deadman and everyone else at Bridges, they all called Lou BB-28.
Right. Because that was Lou's serial number. You see, we found the records for the BB storage facility. By cross-referencing the data, we confirmed that after BB-28 was decommissioned 4 years ago, Lou was assigned the same designation and placed into storage.
So what you're telling me is that instead of getting a new serial number, Lou inherited an old one?
As for Lou's mother, following the C-section, it seems she passed away. And that, pretty much, is the extent of our recent discoveries. Without a still mother to provide support, it makes sense that Lou was kept in reserve. But we still have no idea who approved the serial number reassignment, much less why they did it.
Higgs said there were things I didn't know. Maybe this is what he was talking about.
I think it could be.
I want to know everything about Lou.
You're playing his game, Sam. Chasing after the past is what Higgs wants you to do.
I need to know where Lou came from. I have to know.
If you're sure, Sam, I'll keep digging. In the meantime,
Please.
You should get plenty of rest before your next mission.
I did like maybe 2 hours of walking. Like, I don't need to sleep 8 hours after 2 hours. Okay.
Visit the delivery terminal in West Fort Knott to take on the relevant main order.
Sam, it seems Tarman decided to leave a few books for you. Right there by your bed. Reading is a wonderful way to take your mind off things. Trust me. That's Tarman's son. He must have placed a photograph in here for safekeeping. This is an important memento. Why don't we go and take it to him?
Okay.
I found this picture in your book. Is this your son?
Thank you. Yes. He's still out there somewhere, borne along on the currents, with this right hand of mine. It's due to my connection with said missing piece that I can read the movements of the tar. Something akin to a phantom pain. Do you want to hear the story?
Of course.
I was both a medical doctor and a geophysics researcher once upon a time. In those days, the tar currents were a key focus of mine. This ship was originally built to facilitate my studies, in fact. The deep tar hunting vessel Magellan, we named her. A ship perfectly suited to pursuing the creatures that thrive in the tar's depths. Another avenue of research, you might say. We called them chiral mammals, for lack of a better name. Seemed like the closest fit. Reckoned if we caught one, we could figure out all the mysteries. The tar, the tides, hell, maybe even the stranding.
Whoa, she's a big one.
Dip yourself in, son.
Tar's looking calm. I'll be fine, Pop. You seeing this? I think she's pregnant. Hey, Pop. This is weird.
Storm! And just like that, the tar took my boy and my hand along with him.
But they left the kitty.
At first, I thought this little guy was my son reborn.
But I would
If I may ask a question, the hunters that attacked you after you caught the chiral mammal, are you sure they came from within the creature's womb?
Yes, that said, I'm not of the opinion that the hunters were its offspring.
Its womb merely served as a gateway to the other side.
Indeed. The tar and the beach are connected.
I love that cutscene. Honestly, that cutscene is probably my favorite one in the game.
I've known Tarman for quite a while now, but that was the first time I've heard him speak about his son in that fashion. It made me wish that I could do something, anything to ease his burden. But setting aside those feelings, suppose that cat of his is in fact his son reborn. Why does it treat me as though I'm a threat? Does it just hate me? Reincarnation or not, perhaps it's still a cat at heart.
That's funny.
Feeling well rested after some quality shut-eye? Sam, it's been a while since you had a proper shower, wouldn't you say?
I'm only gonna do this after like main things. I'm done talking to. Hello?
Was transferred to a sterilized pod and sent to a separate facility. Ready to proceed with corpse disposal? 1.
Oh, it's not here that I'm taking it on. I forgot it's like right here. I keep thinking it's further down.
Sam, your next destination is the Northern Environmental Observatory. Like its western counterpart, this observatory is a critical facility that will help us to monitor the changes taking place in the Australian environment. To bring it online, you'll have to navigate the canyon to the northeast of your current position. But before that, you'll need to link up another site en route.
Sam, the next site we want you to link up is called Rainbow Valley. A friend of Drawbridge is waiting for you there. Once the network connection has been established, they'll be joining us on the DHV Magellan.
Oh yeah, okay.
I recruited them myself when we first met in the UCA. You can pick up the order from the delivery terminal. I'm looking forward to seeing you both. Thanks again, Sam.
Order accepted. Thank you.
find the BTs are over there.
Now leaving chiral network coverage.
I never plan on walking again. Basically for the rest of this playthrough. I love this pickup off-roader too much. I did the entire platinum with it. Not the same one, obviously, but... very similar ones.
Well, that's the place, huh?
This is, in fact, the place.
Good day, Sam. Drawbridge credentials verified. Welcome, Sam.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds.
Access the delivery terminal to process your orders and record.
Hold on a minute. Are you Sam? And does this mean the drawbridge has finally come to the valley? Oh, thank you. I'm glad you could make it. It's an honor to welcome you here. I almost can't believe how good this looks. Thank you so much.
I think it's fantastic.
We'll be hoping to see more of you in the future.
Well,
The next step involves the Cupid, yeah? Okay then, let's do this.
oh yeah. Actually, seeing that Tarkan made me remember exactly what's coming.
Displaying your current porter grade.
The connection looks strong and steady to me. That cargo you brought along is going to make a world of difference, too. It'll allow us to proceed with our terraforming initiative. Hopefully, no more towns will have to suffer the fate of the one down below us. Oh, we've shared our Tarkanon data with everyone, by the way. I suspect you'll find it useful in your own work. Try it out. See if it suits your needs. This region was once filled with lush vegetation, over which birds soared
I
and sang.
really hope it doesn't take like another 5 years, 5 or 6 years to get the third game, but I know it's going to because Kojima is so busy. Unless he gets a different director.
With their help,
do it.
we've been able to achieve a modest measure of success. But moving forward, we have to find a way to nurture and protect what little we have on our own.
As long as he writes it, and if he's involved in it, maybe he doesn't want to like make it, but I want him to at least write it. Somebody else can take over directorial duties, but he needs to have his input. This needs to feel like a Kojima game, even if it's not made by Kojima.
You probably passed the town I mentioned on your way up here. At a glance, it might have looked like nothing more than a cluster of massive boulders. But those were once buildings. places where people used to live. As the desert kept creeping closer, the town was abandoned overnight. They'd been forced to evacuate. The few who were left behind became BTs. Still, at least the exodus went to plan. There are no void-outs at any rate.
That's good.
Tar cannons are invaluable pieces of equipment that we use to combat forest fires. Now, while fires are a common occurrence in this region, water is a precious resource. So these cannons were developed as extinguishers that utilize the tar contained within the earth itself.
I think is
They leverage the tar's
genius.
viscosity, making them one of the most effective methods of combating fire we have. When deployed on the ground, they can both extract and discharge tar simultaneously. You can pick up the cannon and use it on the go as well, but you'll be unable to refill its tar reservoir while doing so. If you find yourself caught in a wildfire, you'll need to figure out when to shoot and when to move in order to make it out alive. Thanks for everything, Sam. You and Drawbridge have helped ensure that these lands will one day be filled with life again, however long it takes. In particular, that comrade of yours has performed absolute miracles for us. If you're looking to link up with them, you'll find them in the ravine on the other side of the river, directly opposite this shelter. Come back and visit anytime.
I'm going to walk.
Right. Time to meet up with our comrade.
To
Let's see.
that.
They should be around here somewhere.
It's a bit of a pain. Why is it unable to travel? I...
Let's get a move on.
Okay. I'm gonna make that tar cannon. I know I need to, so may as well do it while I'm here. Something else I thought I had to make. Oh well. Maybe I'm just losing it.
Seems to fit. Those raindrops are falling on my head, they keep falling. So I just did me some talking to the sun. And I said I didn't like the way he got things done. Sleeping on the job. Those raindrops are falling on my head, they keep falling. But there's one thing I know.
I love this song.
You think I spooked her?
I really couldn't say. I certainly haven't ever seen her dance like that before.
It won't be long till happiness steps up to greet me.
Go on, Sam. Follow her into that facility.
Okay. Filtered timefall, maybe?
Thanks for coming, Sam. I'm sorry about just now. I didn't know who you were at first.
You're the picture of health, Rainey.
You too, little man.
You had some kind of a trick for dealing with timefall?
Rainey, it's been too long.
Fragile.
Can't wait to see you again.
What are we waiting for, Sam? Let's head to the DHV Magellan.
Yeah. Let's go.
Fragile. Hi.
Hi.
Nice to meet the old-fashioned way. Chirograms are great, but nothing beats a hug. Well, I'm sure you already know. This is Rainey. She's a good friend of the cause.
It really is a pleasure to meet you, Sam.
Nice to meet you too.
Glad to see you in good health.
And it's so good to see you all again. Cool, what does Domino gotta say?
As as usual, Drawbridge can't help but run its people ragged.
Criticizing Drawbridge. Interesting.
I was glad to see Rainey in such high spirits. She's grown so bright and energetic, almost unrecognizable from our first meeting. A pity that her child shows no similar signs of development. Rainey used to be much more quiet and withdrawn. She seemed averse to spending time with people. Dolls, too. It was singing and dancing that got her to open up. I'm something of a performer myself, though I've never showed anyone. The Rainbow Valley greenhouses are the product of our researchers' hard work. And thanks to you and me, those invaluable structures will endure for a good while yet. Ah, yes. There are organisms in this area that I don't believe I've ever laid eyes on before. My understanding is that they're called chiral creatures, and they come in all shapes and sizes. Apparently, they will drain your batteries if you come into contact with them. There may be other deleterious effects for all we know. And really, you shouldn't be bothering them anyway. There's nothing to be gained from it. It's not like they drop coins when defeated.
Okay. Oh, so it was worth it. I had 9 chiral crystals. It's actually quite a bit. I don't need to. Gonna mention how squeaky clean I am. Which is true. I do be squeaky clean. Oh yeah, I left my truck over there, so. Probably gonna leave my truck here anyways. What is Causeway K? I've never heard that. Oh, that's Causeway K? That shit sucks. 6? Okay, so all of these things. Their abilities only, which is okay. Okay. Oh, I want to see. I should have some more APAS in hand. Oh. Find this one. Can I do... Yeah, I need 60. Cool. So where does it give me that information? Just up top?
Sam, your next order requires you to recover an escaped kangaroo, the subject of an important experiment. Seems the bushland area it hopped off to is one where the chiral density is extremely high, meaning you'll need to get it back to the animal shelter ASAP to ensure its safety. This is a ticking clock situation, Sam. I'll brief you on the details while you review your map. Accept the main order from this delivery terminal when you're ready to get underway.
Oh yeah, I'm good. Let's go. We saving that kangaroo.
Hey Sam, Charlie here. Since this is your first order involving the capture and preservation of animals, allow me to provide additional information. The kangaroo you're looking for is somewhere in this area. Once you've arrived, use your Odradek to begin searching for the creature. You can transport the kangaroo in your standard issue animal carrier. No need to fabricate anything unique.
I think
Get
it's
close
awesome.
enough to the kangaroo and deploy the carrier to capture it. It will be a bulky piece of cargo, but you should be able to carry it on your back like any other container. However, you will need to traverse some heavily wooded mountains as well as rivers and uneven terrain. Bear this in mind when considering what equipment to take with you. All right, time to proceed with route planning and final preparations.
I have everything I need. Got the tar cannon. I don't think I need a ladder. Weapon. Yeah, I'm good. The one thing is this. I guess I could grab it from there. That should be okay. And I only have 20. Get that, so that should be.
Order accepted. Thank you.
Oh, that's right. Fuck, I forgot it's timed. He's like, this is a ticking time bomb one, and I'm like,
The world?
We have a situation, Sam. I'm tracking a fresh bushfire near the injured kangaroo's location. Clock's ticking. Secure the poor little bugger ASAP and bring the shelter onto the chiral network. Once the DHV Magellan can join you on site, we'll see what we can do about that fire.
Okay. We'll get to a point where I won't be able to drive this anymore. But until then... Fuck me. There he is.
Hey, Sam, over there. I see the kangaroo. Get close enough to put it in an animal carrier for transport.
I got you, little buddy. Won't be able to put you on... Going on the carrier.
All right. Get away. This was marked as a dangerous location on your map, Sam. We could get trapped here by the bushfire. Let's keep moving to ensure that doesn't happen.
This was probably stupid to go at it like this. But I'm committed now. Well, Jay, I'd use shit for everything. I probably shouldn't have done it. I think I think the little guy ended up. Cargo's not 100%. I just hope it's not too bad. I don't want to hurt him. That's fine. 1%. I can live with 1%. I didn't think they could be damaged inside though, like that.
You must be Sam. We've heard all about you from your friends at Drawbridge. Go ahead and connect us to the chiral network.
You sound British, not Australian. Never noticed that before. Cool. So it was technically on this one? Oh no. I had it and didn't need to use it. I probably should have. Never did.
Thank you, Sam. Don't worry about the fire. Rainey will put it out for us.
Tell me though.
Fine.
Who is she exactly?
It's been about 6 months now, since I first heard about the girl who brought the rain.
Whenever I stepped outside, the time fall came. There was nothing that I could do to make it stop. And they hated me for it. Including my parents, who told me to leave. I was the witch who brought the time fall. A monster to be locked up in a cage. A few even tried to burn me alive. The most dedicated witch hunters.
Literally.
So I struck out on my own. I was alone for so long.
A Bridget Foundation.
In desperation, I enrolled in a special UCA program, hoping to find purpose as a mother. Hi there. You're safe. But even after I got pregnant, I still couldn't find anyone willing to take me in.
So it's only around her.
We need to leave right now. Please. God, get out of here.
No one wanted anything to do with me. All they saw was a witch, to be hated and feared.
Motherhood would have.
Until that day. I'm so sorry.
Hey there. You're Rainy, aren't you?
Who's asking?
Someone who's been looking for you. For you and your power.
You want my power?
I want you.
Why?
You're a pharmacon. Medicine that can harm, poison that can heal. It's all in how you use it. Want to come work for me? I believe you can save the world.
You do?
There are things only you can accomplish.
Only me? Really?
Mm-hmm.
Really. My name's Fragile. And I'm happy we could finally meet. I'm here for you. For both of you. I'll be your umbrella. And together we'll show the world the hope in your reign. Come on. Who wouldn't want the baby to catch a cold? Come on.
So good.
Thank you. That was quite the display. Drawbridge is even more amazing than we'd heard. Thanks to everything you've done for us. The animals are unharmed and the facilities are holding up just fine.
Sounds
It's a wonderful
Scottish.
relief. Anyway, I'll check your orders now. Kangaroo seems to be in fine spirits. You took good care of it, I can tell.
Oh. Yes. You're Scottish.
I hope you'll continue to work with us.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
you rescued seems to be alright, thank goodness. Oh, she's so very special to us, and we're relieved to have her back in one piece.
Yeah.
Once she's had a bit more time to recuperate, we'll move her to the reserve next door where you can visit anytime you like. By the way, we've uploaded our decoy hologrenade data to the network. You can trigger it remotely once thrown, creating a distraction that'll lure enemies away. It might just save your life if you run afoul of any troublemakers.
Cool.
Well, we first found her in an area with high concentrations of chiralium. How wild animals are affected by prolonged exposure is something we still don't understand completely. But it's thought this may be a key factor in how chiral creatures come into existence. So, you can see why our wee girl would be an invaluable research subject. It's where we look after the animals in our care. The vegetation around here didn't die out like elsewhere, and we still have a reliable water supply. After we screen each animal in our underground facilities, we release them into the reserve and monitor their health over time. When that kangaroo you rescued is strong enough, we'll move her up top where she'll be able to stretch her legs. That being said, changes in the environment can have a profound impact on many species, causing never-before-seen creatures to appear, throwing the ecosystem into chaos. Which is why we strive to preserve native animals here for future generations. Cheers, Sam. You really helped us out. At this rate, we're poised to lose so many native species that predate the Death Stranding, and once they're gone, there's no getting them back. Between the bushfires caused by chiral cinders and animals behaving strangely and getting hurt, it's been pretty bad. But I've heard that these environmental anomalies might be resolved once and for all when Australia is fully linked up. So I've got high expectations for you and your friends.
They decide to walk in front of me.
How would you feel about assisting us with our preservation efforts?
Yes.
It'd be a simple matter of capturing any wild animals you see out on their own and bringing them to us. Even a few would make a real difference. Give it some thought, eh?
Well done, Sam. Return to the DHV Magellan and report to the bridge. I'd like to tell you a little bit more about Rainey and her talents.
Okay.
Order completed. Well done.
Oh, so the container is fucked. Okay, cool. I am actually... What I'll do then is I'm going to recycle it.
Let's get a move on.
I am just curious. It's not really supposed to have that kind of damage anyways. I have used floating carriers. Alright.
When she's outside, Rainie's constantly surrounded by timefall. But within a 1.5-meter radius of her body, a different kind of precipitation is observed. We call it core fall. Anything it touches is restored to an earlier state. In other words, it has the power to heal and repair, to counteract timefall's effects. Sadly, people only see the timefall, and not the remarkable woman standing in the eye of the storm. Still no signs of growth?
I should be due any day now. If things were normal, that is. But the baby's still stuck at 7 months.
She has still baby syndrome. Have you ever heard of it?
I met a few preppers in Mexico that had something like that.
They're not isolated cases. It seems to be happening everywhere. Though who knows if it's a syndrome or a symptom of something else.
Simply put, the fetus stops growing at about 7 months. To be clear, it doesn't die, but it no longer moves, as if it's frozen in time. Several treatments, including C-sections, have been attempted. Unfortunately, removal from the womb invariably results in death. And while not all pregnancies are affected, it's yet another contributing factor to the already low birth rate. The Genetic Diversity Conservation Initiative just isn't enough to compensate.
You got any idea what's causing it?
There's speculation that it's due to an imbalance in the beach itself. I'm sure it's been explained to you before that countless individual beaches exist, a multiverse of beaches, so to speak, and that they are all governed by an upper beach on a higher plane. Expansion of the chiral network to cover the whole UCA may have inadvertently disrupted the link to that beach. Or so they think.
BB units were also 7-month-old fetuses. So it's not hard to believe that the beach might very well influence the unborn.
While I can offer you no concrete answer, I can state that the plan to extend the chiral network into the Australian continent, to take it worldwide, is also intended to help restore balance to the aforementioned upper beach. And in doing so, it is possible that we may resolve the issue of still baby syndrome.
Cool.
Access the delivery terminal at West Fort Knott to pick up this main order. Oh, and the DHB Magellan can take you there, if need be. Just open your ring terminal and select chart course to request transport.
No need to rush while getting ready. In your own time, Sam. I was looking into the conditions that led to the bushfire we escaped. It seemed to have been caused by a phenomenon known as chiral cinders. Unlike other items washed up by the currents, Cinders violently erupt from the tar and soar through the sky before crashing to the ground. This phenomenon has been observed across the continent and has led to an increase in bushfires. It's one more potential threat to keep an eye out for.
Yeah.
Ever wanted to learn more about the various creatures housed at the animal shelter, Sam? Well, there's a speaker outside the facility that they use to broadcast updates. Might be good to check in on some of the animals we've taken there once in a while.
Okay, cool. Actually,
I'm so glad that we were able to save that kangaroo's life.
Yes.
It's easy to forget that humans aren't the only creatures affected by the Death Stranding. Protecting our remaining wildlife isn't just the right thing to do. It can also help us to better understand how the environment has changed. Rainey was a vision to behold. To put out that fire so effortlessly. Her powers are incredible, don't you think? The kangaroo you rescued is currently being cared for and studied at the animal shelter. You know, if you ever want to stop by and see how it's doing, I wouldn't object. Are you curious how I maintain my youthful appearance? It's because Rainey lets me shower in her core fall from time to time.
Oh, that's actually very interesting. Okay, well, we are going... Cool.
Please select a destination.
The only thing is, I don't know where this is going to... I think it's over. Because it was a child. I know one thing that they could add to these facilities, especially something like this, is to have the ability to rotate this. So you park it on it, so you rotate it like 180 degrees. Oh, so it's to the northern observatory, not inventory. Okay. How do I... Like, that is...
Sam, it's Charlie. I'm pleased to inform you that you can now use the map on your ring terminal to check the weather forecast. We utilize information provided by Rainey, as well as local historical data, to make predictions. Take them into consideration when plotting your routes.
Hey. I want to go left around. Because, like, I got these guys. I think I'm just going to have to fucking take them out. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'll get a shotgun. It's medium, so it should be... Have any other APAS in here? I do want that, so maybe I'll save for that. What's the look? Okay, let's go.
Order accepted.
Outie. Jesus. It's not that big, thankfully.
Sam, Tarman here. A short while ago, the tar currents became incredibly unstable. It's gotten so bad
that's
that the
cool.
DHV Magellan can't travel safely. We're still looking into what might have caused this, and we'll be in touch the second we know more.
Okay. That's alright. Already almost gone a full kilometer. What would be the better route to take? Do I want to go the long way around? I feel like that's going to take so long. When, like, yeah, sure, this area kind of sucks. Like, once I get to the animal shelter, I can kind of go around and down. Yeah, I'm just going to go up to where the animal shelter is. I think that is going to make it slightly easier. You know what? Fuck it. While I'm here, I'm literally driving by this, I may as well go pick this up. Oh, yeah. Fine. I am a little close to them, but they're over there, so it's okay. This is very dark. Already gone. Almost done. Hello.
Let's get a move on.
I see you've returned. Glad to have you back. Reviewing the order information now. Of all the things you could have brought us, where did you even find this? Thank you, Sam.
Oh, cool.
I believe this data could be of use to you. Take it, with my thanks. We're increasing the amount of materials allocated for your use.
Now displaying your current Porter grade.
The data I'm sharing with you is for a solar generator that can be attached to your backpack. When equipped, it uses solar power to automatically recharge your batteries over time. It can be a real lifesaver, especially when you're traveling between places you know don't have traditional generators. Try it out, and I know you'll agree. That'll help.
Hello. Oh my god. I've seen worse ones, but it's not very often that you get more than an 8. I think I ever saw it above an 8. I kind of do want to do that. I know I'm so close, but I really feel like doing it. I shouldn't, because it's just a fucking standard. I'm gonna try to, like, just get through this story. I love this game, but I want to move on. I have on a stream. I haven't been able to do any of those because I've been playing this. Oh, interesting. Didn't know that. There were a lot of things I was not paying attention to in this game, apparently. Cool. Didn't realize you could save battery, but I guess it makes sense. I'm just gonna leave. This is why I wanted to do it. It was birds. The birds placed an order for food. And it's like top quality food too. You know, their shit spoiled. I cannot believe I already had. Love it. Okay. Go. Another one? This one was 6 for sure. Look at that screen shake. With the screen shaking, it's really the only way that I can tell how big the gatequake is. Like, if it just shakes a little bit, it's like a 4. If it shakes like it just did, obviously it's a 6. We haven't even seen an 8 yet. Like, every time I enter in here, there's a... I wonder if it means that certain things are going to start, like, happening. Like, every time I come in here, almost every time a gateway is going to cause, like, the fire or something. It might. Where do I need to... I might go. Why was I fully faced the other way? Alright. If I had done that earlier, I would have just got a trophy. Is there another one? It's a good thing I did that. I actually did not see this little guy.
A word of warning, Sam. That sniper rifle doesn't appear to be equipped with a suppressor, meaning it will make considerable noise when fired. Take care not to attract the enemy's attention. Actually, didn't even fire. Oh well, fuck it. Let's go. I haven't actually tried a shotgun, so I kind of want to. I don't think it's going to be very good. I want to have a backup gun. Find me, fucker. Let's go. I need this. I need the distance.
was actually way easier than I thought it was going to be. Well, I think I know how these bases work. Just kind of saying something considering I have so much time in this game. But it's like, if you let them get bad... Because if you don't deal with these bases for a long time, it says that, like, the threat level is increased. Which I think just means more people. And so if you want to get rid of... Like, if you don't want that threat level to continue to go up and up and up, you just go through them more often. Which makes sense. One thing I don't like about this truck is the turn radius sucks. If I remember right, the first time I did this, I tried to avoid them. Like, I went up by the top, I was like, I don't want to deal with these guys, and like, now I was like, I'm going in, guns blazing, being like, where they at? I'll fuck them up. Like, I'm so ready for the combat now. Jesus Christ. That's 3 quakes in one night. That was just the 4, though. That was an 8? Where did the quake hit? Definitely didn't feel like an 8. Maybe we were too far away from the center. Feel it?
Good evening, Sam. Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds. Access the delivery.
Five more orders. Done.
Wait, are you Sam? Then does that mean you carried this hefty delivery all the way from West Fort Knott? Way to make an entrance. We welcome you with open arms. Now let's get this cargo of yours processed. You took excellent care of this delivery, I see. It's in practically perfect condition. I hope you'll continue to support us in the days ahead. All right. Can you connect your Cupid to our facility?
Now displaying your current porter grade.
I love how my stealth went up. Don't think I did anything stealthy.
And now we're finally connected to the chiral network. This should make our job so much easier. And to make your job easier, I've gone ahead and shared data for a suit I think you'll love. Oh, right. I also wanted to give you this as thanks.
Oh yeah, baby, I know what that is. Sir. I have literally never used
the blood boomerang. Throw it properly and it'll come right back to your hand. It's a reusable weapon in that regard. Folds up nicely too, so it's quite easy to carry. You'll find it's especially effective against BTs, so give it a try against the next one you meet. With the aid of your network, we should also be able to develop stronger measures to defend against belligerents, which we need since the brigands out west have rapidly improved their arsenal in recent days. Honestly, you couldn't have gotten here at a better time. Thanks be to you, we'll finally be able to focus on our research. As the chiral network has expanded, we're seeing more and more anomalies outside of the bounds of its coverage. This has led the brigands to conclude that the network itself is responsible for the worsening state of the world, which is why they're opposed to its expansion. But it's not like we can sit back and do nothing. If we don't try to improve things, humanity's doomed to go extinct. After I moved to Australia, the locals learned me all the ins and outs of the boomerang. I then designed a new type that's effective against BTs as well. You infuse it with Doom's blood before throwing it. The bigger the charge, the greater the potency. Naturally, most people would have to rely on blood bags sourced from donors, but since you have Doom's, you can also use your own blood on the spot. Unlike traditional firearms, it hardly makes noise. If your enemies don't actually see you throw it, they'll have a hard time finding you. That said, don't expect it to do too much damage to humans. Not unless you manage to hit them in just the right spot, at least. One day they started sporting a whole lot more weaponry, including grenade launchers with custom tranquilizing gas rounds. Thing is, the brigands don't have a chiral printer at their base as far as we know. So, where'd they get all the new hardware all of a sudden? Kind of worrying, don't you think? At this observatory, we focus on monitoring the behavior of tar currents. There's a patch of BT territory due north of here, and just beyond it is land that's currently being subsumed by tar. There's no telling when the facility will be lost to the tar as well. So it's important that we contribute to the research and development of countermeasures while we can. Incidents of tar current instability have grown more frequent, but we haven't been able to determine much more than that thus far. Thanks to the chiral network, though, we expect we'll be able to improve our instrument accuracy. We appreciate the help. Best of luck to you, Sam. The tar currents are acting up again. Guess it's back to work for me. Let's both keep on keeping on.
That was excellent work, Sam. Thanks to you, the better part of the Western continent has access to our services. Now it's time for you to head north and continue to expand network coverage. It is imperative that you connect all of Australia, stabilizing the environment and eliminating the remaining anomalies. There will be challenges, of course, but I know you have what it takes to overcome them. I expect more great things from you, in short.
Sam, this is Tarman. We believe that we finally determined the location of whatever's thrown the tar currents into chaos. The chiralium levels there are pretty high, though, and BTs are almost certain to be present as well. I hate to ask, but would you mind taking a look for us? It's close to your current position. I've sent you the coordinates. We're counting on you, Sam.
All right.
thought this was later. I know what this is. I thought this was later. Dale said, same idea I did. I know what this is.
PC does it. Look out!
Okay. Oh, that looks so cool. Like he senses someone's here.
What in the world is this place?
This section of the game just looks so good. Like, I can't even imagine what it would look like on a PS5 Pro. I hate fellow.
Where are we? The spirits of the dead are close.
We are in Land of the Dead.
Heads up, Sam. It's not safe. They're not human. Don't underestimate them.
Yeah, that's right. Warrior assault rifles. Damn, I really need to run through this shit. Alright, let's go. I want to use the warrior assault rifles. They're bad on humans, but they're good on these guys, and that's what they have. I think it would just be better not to waste all of my own ammo. we can take them.
Wait, are they trying to lay a trap for us? The Odor deck is reacting to something. We should keep an eye on it and proceed with caution. There's too many. You can't handle them all by yourself. But maybe you can split them up. Take them one by one. Escaped, Sam. Up into that tower. He's too quick. Must have gone up to the roof.
God damn.
Where did he go? There he is.
Did he say Nirvana? Is he implying this is some sort of realm for the enlightened?
You're right.
Damn. Ooh, that's not good.
Ah, it's her, isn't it? The girl from before? I have no idea what just happened, but we should probably take her back to the DHV Magellan, hmm?
Now displaying your current porter grade.
The hell are those? Time to talk to Dollman.
How's it going, Sam? You look better already. That's a relief. While you were recovering, we managed to learn a few things about our mystery girl. When you feel up to it, come to the room next door. Don't push yourself. Take your time.
Are you sure you're all right, Sam? I did notice that you were tossing and turning in your sleep. And I'm still not sure what to make of the girl we found in that other place. Why don't we do as Fragile suggested and visit her in the next room?
Showering first. No idea if I did it. Sleep.
Careful, careful.
Come on.
Careful.
Come down.
You got it?
Got you. We got you.
Thanks.
This is what happens when she has nightmares, it seems.
There are those who connect with the beach during REM sleep, allowing a tremendous amount of chiralium to flow into their bodies.
Is your wrist gonna be okay?
Yeah. We ran some blood and DNA tests on her. And checked her for signs of injury.
As far as we can tell from a medical perspective, her health is in perfect condition. But that doesn't make the chrysaloid shell in which we found her any less troubling. Not to mention the tar-like fluid that came pouring out of it. We're still analyzing both. And there's more.
You mean those suckers?
Indeed, but that's not what I'd call them. Much closer to a chiral rash, I would say. You know how chiral allergies can sometimes trigger goosebumps? It's like that, except a fair bit worse. The tar-like secretions can accelerate the passage of time on contact, it seems.
We suspect she has dooms too.
And that when she's levitating, she's experiencing the nightmares common amongst sufferers.
That space or realm she left behind to come here. The fellow we saw called it Nirvana, I believe. But to me, it looked like the land of the dead.
Even so, she's a living human being. And I believe that she was born in that place. After things settled down, I spoke with her for a little. Or tried to. She was still in shock, which made it harder to communicate.
Did she tell you her name?
Doesn't seem like she has one. As far as I could tell. So, I named her myself. Tomorrow.
Tomorrow, huh?
Okay.
Before I forget, Sam, it seems you left some cargo behind outside the Northern Environmental Observatory, where the tar bubbled up before we were whisked away to the other side. You remember all that excitement, yes? Anyway, Tarman was kind enough to collect your cargo for us. It's been placed in your private locker aboard the DHV Magellan.
Okay.
Sam, we've received an urgent request from the Northern Environmental Observatory. Brigands to the west of the facility have got their hands on a large stockpile of weapons and have taken it back to their base. This happened shortly after the recent Tarthal abated. The surrounding area was littered with a massive quantity of cargo that had been washed up by the tar. The brigands wasted no time gathering up everything they could and hauling it back to their encampment. This included weapons and gear unlike any we've seen before. And now we've begun observing new brigand units in the field. These ones are wearing red, reinforced armor, accented with luminescent light strips. As their unique appearance suggests, they're more resistant to damage. Melee and electrical attacks are especially ineffective against them. These units have clearly been outfitted for close quarters combat, and their sudden deployment is troubling to say the least. Their presence likely indicates that the brigands are gearing up for a raid of some sort. And if we ignore this development, the brigands could use their new toys to attack the observatory.
True.
And there's no telling what might happen then. So we need to seize all of them before they have a chance to do so. Moreover, the latest data from the observatory strongly suggests an explosion of some sort occurred just beneath the Earth's surface not long ago. APAS analyzed the shockwave and has concluded that it is consistent with the type produced by ground-penetrating ordnance. This leads us to believe that the cargo the brigands secured may have included powerful explosive material. Directly assaulting the brigands using firearms risks triggering these devices, and we cannot predict how that would affect the region. Any sort of catastrophic explosion may also have an adverse impact on the tar currents. It is therefore critical that you avoid combat and secure the cargo without alerting them if possible. I implore you to take on this main order, Sam, and soon.
I actually didn't mean to do that. Actually, it was meant to go offload, not recycle. It's fine. When did I? That would be nice, but I'm saving for this. Cargo binding one I use far more often, especially in the boss fights. Okay, I kind of know about that, so I'm actually just going to... Fine. Okay. Maybe now it will stop. Just 10? Just 10 people? There's more than 10 people. It's just out of the rain. Alright. There is only 76 rounds on this gun.
Yeah. Just like that, Sam.
I know I shouldn't, but I think I'm just gonna fucking send it. Can I save? No, Oh, I think I've got my autosave. If need be. I didn't do this stealthy the first time, so I don't know why it's making me do. I don't think it matters because of that. What the fuck do I keep tripping on? Ready to party? let's go. Just the one left. I think maybe there was more last time, because I didn't fuck around with the brigands when I went to the Northern Observatory. Because, like, now it's neutralized, right? Where's it? Okay, there it is. Why can't put it on the floating carrier?
Well done, Sam. That's the last of the cargo. Let's head to our destination and make the delivery.
Just in case. Do. Oh, Don't need to. Not gonna bother. 30's not worth it. Those metals and ceramic, I think, that I grabbed are going on the Magellan. They are for the Magellan and the Magellan only.
Okay, just a bit further now.
Good day, Sam. The terminal to process your orders and requests.
Did you really go out and steal all that stuff from the brigands?
Yep, I did.
Way to go, Sam. Let me get started on processing your haul. I can't find a single scratch on any of this stuff. You truly are one of a kind.
Cool.
You have accomplished so much, done things only you could have done. We want you to have this data as thanks. We've increased your allocation of materials. Our way of saying thanks.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
The guidepost data we just shared with you is great for making landmarks to prevent people from getting lost, even at night. And when you do place them, you'll find they're useful not only for getting your bearings, but also for creating routes that will facilitate travel for everyone. Aside from that, we've also made it so you can now use your PCC to fabricate bridges up to 80 meters in length. The rivers ahead of you are prone to flooding, so I imagine extra long bridges will be especially handy. Oh, and
probably.
Sam, there's actually one other thing I wanted to talk about. Call it a little insight into the cargo you recovered on our behalf. It included a device I believe you guys have taken to calling a chiral jammer. These jammers are capable of disrupting the flow of local tar currents. In addition, you also recovered some explosives modded to be able to penetrate the ground and detonate within the tar. This would destabilize the currents over a large area. Needless to say, both these items could have been used to deliver an enormous blow to the chiral network. In other words, we've really dodged a bullet. But what I'd like to know is why this tech wound up in their hands in the first place. Can't chalk it up to pure chance. Honestly, it's almost like those brigands knew in advance that the tar was hiding cargo. We've got to consider the possibility that someone gave them a heads up. Food for thought on the road ahead.
It was Higgs, probably.
Excellent work, Sam. You'll be happy to hear that tomorrow's regained consciousness. Once you're back on board the DHV Magellan, you should see for yourself.
Okay, cool.
Order completed. Well done.
appreciate it.
Let's get a move on.
Stop it.
Someone doesn't like shoes? She won't even touch any normal food. But at least we managed to convince her to take a shower. No, tomorrow. We don't do that.
Seems like a real handful.
She just needs some time to settle.
You must be tired, Sam. Get some rest.
Sam, it's Charlie. Be advised that we have a new assignment waiting for you. I'll need to brief you on upcoming objectives as well. Access the delivery terminal at the Northern Environmental Observatory to take on this main order.
As usual, Drawbridge can't help but run its people ragged. Sam, been a while since you had a proper shower, wouldn't you say?
Just repeating all the same shit. Need to talk to you. Hasn't been a while.
Let's get a move on.
Sam, by linking up the various sites farther to the north, you'll eventually be able to establish a connection to Hartman's facility. In short, it's time to tackle the northern part of the continent. Start by bringing the F2 South Distribution Center into the network. Some of the staff there are former residents of Cape Fort Knot who managed to escape the city before it was swallowed up by the tar. In addition to overseeing distribution operations, they also protect the facility from would-be assailants. Unfortunately, local chiral contamination levels are extremely high, leading to disturbing reports of paranormal phenomena near the facility. The cargo you're tasked with delivering should aid staff in dealing with this issue. Accept the main order from this delivery terminal to proceed.
Okay. I was through a fucking BT area? Yeah, I'm not going through BT area, I'm going.
This cargo has been designated Do Not Submerge.
Yeah, do not submerge.
Order accepted. Thank you.
Wait, what did that say? Hey. Yeah, they're all still dunzo there. Which is a good thing, because it just means I can cross over. But when I get to that place, I'm going to cycle minutes and swap. I want to watch it ride. If it is this one. That's the BT area. Alright, there is something up there I have to be aware of. What are you? You look like a platypus. Betting that's exactly what you are.
drawbridge, I presume. Yeah, you seem like the genuine article. Welcome. Hope it wasn't too hard to track. I'll just need a moment to check your cargo. It's rare to receive something looking this good. I knew you were the right man for the job. You have been making a real difference around here. Keep it up, all right? All right. Go ahead and put us on the chiral network.
Cool. Combat boots. Nice. I like the idea of sticky cannons.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
So we've been linked up, at last. There's also the necrobiotes you brought us as well. Feels like we finally turned a corner.
For our part, we've shared data for some custom vehicle components, as well as some sturdy combat boots. I'm sure the vehicle parts in particular will come in handy for combat and cargo retrieval.
Yeah, they will.
You need all the help you can get, because those armed survivalists waiting for you out east are far more dangerous foes than the brigands. They're a bunch of fools who won't hesitate to kill people, with no shortage of lethal weaponry. Though I'll be damned if I know where they got it. Make sure you're prepared before you head their way. Speaking of which, those combat boots ought to add some serious power to your kicks. You might want to equip a pair if you intend on getting up close and personal.
They're not something just anyone should be messing with. Their affinity with the dead makes them dangerous. But that's also why we could use them to prevent the dead from attacking us. With that kind of power at our disposal, we can put people's minds at ease. Could solve all kinds of problems, I'm sure.
We've uploaded some schematics for pickup off-roader parts. One of them is a heavy machine gun. It automatically acquires and fires at targets in range. It uses MP bullets for added versatility. It's effective not only against human enemies like armed survivalists, but BTs as well. The other part is a sticky cannon. When mounted, it independently scans for cargo in the vehicle's vicinity and collects it. You'll find it makes rounding up dropped cargo easier than ever. And who wouldn't want that? Pickup off-roaders can be equipped with 2 parts like these simultaneously. So choose whatever's best for the situation at hand. Some people have called me that. A while back, we had a situation with this group that went around looting whatever supplies they felt like. And I was the boxing champ who went up against these guys and sent them all packing with nothing but his bare fists. That's the story they tell, but it sure as hell ain't the truth. I didn't charge gallantly into battle and beat the shit out of them. I approached them in peace so we could work it out. I asked why they were stealing from other people, and they said it was because they didn't have the skills to live any other way. So I taught them other ways to survive, trained them a bit. Nothing more than that, really. In the end, all we had to do was talk to each other. They weren't like the other riffraff you find around here. And they're still here. In fact, working in this facility. If anyone around here deserves to be called a hero, it's you, Sam. I mean, you're the one trekking across Australia trying to bring everyone together. Anyway, right now, We're trying to develop equipment tailored to close combat specialists. If we succeed, anyone will be capable of fighting as well as the so-called Golden Fist. Feel free to lend a hand if our project interests you. Thanks again. We're glad to have you in our corner. With your support, we'll be able to do so much more for others. Stay strong and keep doing your thing. We're in this fight together.
Sam, you're the best. Now get yourself back to the DHV Magellan and take a load off. Just so you know, Tomorrow's been doing much better. Pay her a visit when you can, okay?
Order completed. Well done.
Alright, let's go.
Longer, okay? Raindrops are falling on my head, and just like the guy whose feet are too big for his bed, nothing seems to fit. Those raindrops are falling on my head, they keep falling. You know this song? So I just did me some talking to the sun. And I said I didn't like the way he got things done, sleeping on the job. Those raindrops are falling on my head, they keep falling. But there's one thing I know. The blues they send to meet me won't defeat me. It won't be long till happiness steps up to greet me. Okay.
Raindrops keep falling on my head, but that doesn't mean my eyes will soon be turning red.
Are you alright, Sam? That was a gatequake just now. It seems Westport Knot was hit hard, and their chiral printer is no longer working. I'm afraid we won't be able to continue expanding the network until it's back up and running. Pick up your next main order via the terminal at the F2 South Distribution Center.
Yeah. Oh. Yep, we on our way.
Let's get a move on.
Wow. So you made it out okay. Those tremors were intense. But we're doing fine here. I think West Fort Knott got the worst of it, though. Your cargo has already been prepared. If you could deliver it to West Fort Knott as quickly as you can, that'd be great. We need to support each other at times like these. So pick up the priority order from the delivery terminal right away. I'm counting on you, Sam.
I believe it's timed. It's just a bunch. This, I will take my way around the side. I get rid of all this shit on here.
Vehicle ready. Please drive carefully. Order accepted. Thank you.
I didn't see what number this was. Oh.
So, Samson Hook from the F2 South Distribution Center is not a man to be trifled with, no sir. I did some research. I found he's a popular local figure, beloved by one and all, it seems. Known as the Golden Fist as well. But don't misunderstand. I'd wager the people's love for him is not rooted solely in his considerable martial prowess.
Oh, probably not.
Anyway, we've got a long road ahead of us. Let's get a move on.
What do you think I'm doing there, doll man? make sure. Yeah, I can.
Well, I know you're tired, dear. So I'll shut the door and leave.
Buddy.
For a glass of white champagne. Pour it on the TV screen.
Now leaving chiral network coverage.
Put your dresses in a row. Take the blonde with the blue bow. In a city I don't know. In a city I don't grow.
Stop, so I'm gonna go around.
Now entering chiral network coverage.
Don't rely on famous men. Only live in common dens. Let me lie on Alice bed. You were wrong and I was right. But you still put up a fight. Well, I know you're tired, dear. So I'll shut the door and leave. Don't rely on famous men. Only live in common dens. Let me lie on Alice bed.
There we go. Last time I did this, I went too close to the mine and I lost the song.
Almost there.
Hey! Hey, yeah!
Let's get a move on.
Let's go.
I'm so glad to see you again. We just got hit by a massive quake. I was afraid you might have got hurt out there. Or worse. Anyway, I'll check your cargo. You took excellent care of this cargo. It really shows. We were right to count on you. It feels as though we're always leaning on you for support. Please allow us to return the favor with this data. Just wanted to let you know that we're increasing the amount of materials you can withdraw.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Thank you so much. We should be able to get our chiral printer in working order now. I've never felt tremors like that before, not even when the tar currents were acting up. It makes me pretty concerned about other folks living nearby. But at least the monorail you patched up seems to be none the worse for wear. Hey, out of curiosity, have you restored any of the other large mines? They'd be a great source of materials if you were ever in need. Are you familiar with the island that lies north of our facility here at West Fort Knot? Well, there's a shelter on that island. The man who lives there only cares about his research and never talks to anyone. But I can't help worrying that he might have been hurt during the tremors. There are a few large mines in the northern part of the continent, not far from where you'll find North Fort Knot. Or where you used to be able to find it, I should say, before it was wiped off the map by a void out. As for the mines, no one knows if they were obliterated too. But if you happen to be headed that way, you might want to see if they're still around. You've been such a big help to us. Rest assured, our staff will see that everyone gets their share of the aid packages you delivered. A lot of people are going to be singing your praises before too long. Best of luck to you with everything.
Thanks for all your hard work. Everything there seems to be in order. But one cannot help but wonder what other facilities were affected. Anyway, you can pick up your next order from the F2 South Distribution Center. This one's a rescue mission, Sam. Someone's been taken hostage by the armed survivalists, and we need you to extract them to safety. The survivalists have been known to kill people, so you'll want to take extra care when preparing for this one. Oh, and it seems the tar currents have finally stabilized. So the DHB Magellan should be able to travel without issue. Call us if you need us. All right, Sam. Good luck.
Order completed. Well done.